Electrical Troubleshooting, Step-by-Step Guide. Welcome. In this class, you'll learn exactly how to trace electrical problems, whether you're dealing with a blank thermostat, a condenser that won't start, or a blower motor that fails to turn on. Step 1. Check high voltage power. Begin at the source. Verify that both the air handler and the condenser are receiving 240 volts. At the disconnect or terminal block, use your multimeter. You should see 240 volts between the two hot wires. If not, check the double pole breaker or the fuses in the disconnect box. If there's no high voltage, you must fix that first. Nothing works without power. Step 2. Confirm transformer output. Go to the low voltage transformer, usually inside the air handler. Check the input. It should read 240 volts. Then check the output. It should read 24 volts AC between R and C. If it's not producing 24 volts, the transformer may be burned. Replace it and keep going. Step 3. Inspect the low voltage fuse. If you do have 24 volts at the transformer, but nothing happens at the thermostat, check the small fuse on the board, typically 3 to 5 amps. If the fuse is blown, don't just replace it, find out why it blew. Step 4. Look for grounded or shorted components. Check for short circuits in the 24-volt path. Use your meter to test resistance at the contactor coil relays, safety switches. Also inspect every wire. If a 24-volt wire touches the metal of the machine, even for a second, it will blow the fuse. Typical causes include contactor coil shorted, wires rubbed raw inside the condenser, float switch failure, thermostat wires pinched inside the wall. Be methodical. Disconnect components one by one until the short disappears. Step 5. Understand the symptoms. Blank thermostat? Check for 24 volts between R and C. If there's no voltage, the transformer, the fuse, or a float switch may be open. System turns on but condenser doesn't. Check for 24 volts at Y and common when cooling is called. If no signal, check the thermostat. Condenser clicks but doesn't run? Check the contactor coil for 24 volts. If it's energized, then check the compressor and the fan motor. Step 6. Look for hidden clues. If the blower motor isn't turning on, it may be burned, or the relay isn't working, or the thermostat isn't sending the G signal. If the evaporator coil is freezing, check for low refrigerant charge, low airflow due to dirty filters or motor failure, return duct that's undersized or blocked, bottlenecks at the supply vents, which can cause sweating in certain ducts. All of these issues can drop pressure and cause the coil to freeze. Step 7. Check the control board. If everything else checks out and still nothing runs, the board might be the problem. Use your meter to test signals coming out of the board. R, G, Y, W, O. Boards can fail quietly with no visible burn marks. Be sure you've checked everything before replacing it.